Hello, guys. Welcome to episode 3 on the 20s Academy show. So, this topic today for this episode will be
Failure,
failure.
guys. Even as we speak, we've had.
We're failing as we speak. Oh. But failure. It's a thing that all of us have to go through.
Yes,
You can't hide away from it.
Yes, at each and every one, at some stage in our lives, we all go through failure, and that may be physical, mental. You may too tired, stressed,
Emotional, spiritual.
That's it.
All kind of failures. It does happen. So so failure is something that gives you the biggest feedback, the best kind of feedback,
That's true.
the realest,
That's
best kind
true.
of feedback.
It lets you know where you are in comparison to where you want to get. And the thing is, most people fail because they don't. It's not aiming too high and miss, but they aim too low and hit hard. So, guys, but then they then stay, okay, because I failed here, you become comfortable and you stop trying. But even if you fail and you say, I can't do this, always go back and try the best that you can do. Because I remember, I'm giving this example of a father who was trying to encourage his daughter to go to school, and she said she didn't want to go to school, so he took her home and took her to the kitchen, funny enough. And in the kitchen he got a pot and he added some water, he added some coffee, an egg and a potato, and the daughter kept bugging him saying, Dad, what are you doing? But then eventually, after the water had stopped boiling, the father invited the daughter back to the kitchen and explained that, see, the water, you can either go through the water and become dissolved like the coffee. You can go into the water and be hard like the potato and become soft. But you can go into the water soft like an egg and become hard. So the question is, what are you in the pot? As you face trial after trial, you hit, you miss. What do you do? Do you stay or do you keep going forward and learn from your failure? Because even Thomas Edison,
The light bulb inventor.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this guy, one of the greatest inventors of all time, man. Like the light that we use on a day-to-day basis that we take granted for. We literally take this thing for granted. This guy spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours and attempted hundreds and hundreds of times to create a light bulb.
but for me, I don't think it's the invention.
crazy.
It's not the invention that makes him great. It's the fact, his persistency. Like, even when he saw no results. That's the thing. Like, it's one thing when it's all good to say, yes, I'm doing good. It's one thing to be up, to stay positive when things are going well. But it's harder when things are not going well.
So these are the defining moments, and these are the moments that something amazing comes out of from such dark moments within your life. Like, this guy was trying to invent something that he believed in so much, and he knew where he wanted to go. And people kept on telling him, "Yo,
You're crazy.
you're actually mad. How can you attempt something so many times?" But at the end of the day, he knew where he wanted to go, and he knew his goal. He focused on his own lane, and he kept on telling the public every failure was just one other experiment. It was just an experiment, another experiment, and then found something, and now everyone uses it on a day-to-day basis. And thank this guy for being so persistent, like Jeremy said. And so even talking about lanes and being persistent, like Michael Phelps, on the Rio Olympics now, there's a great image. Michael Phelps was just swimming, winning the race, clearly one of the greatest swimmers. And on his right was another great swimmer, but the guy didn't focus on his own lane. He was looking at Michael Phelps. And then this one thing that this one thing that make people fail. Like, don't compare yourself to others all the time. I mean, it's good to look up to people and envy them and say, I want to be there someday, but don't focus on other people when you know where you want to go. Focus on yourself. All of the celebrities that you see,
You only see the good. You don't see the hours of practice that they had to put in, the sweat and tears of being told no, you can't do this, no. And yeah, I mean, even in society, we generally see the good. No one ever talks about like the bad. Yeah.
So even this video right now, we've attempted it at least 6 times now.
Minimum.
I don't know why. This is the first ever video that this is happening to us, because we're talking about failure, and then it's a test for us to see how persistent we're gonna be.
Yeah,
creating this
it's
content
like
for you
Murphy's
guys.
Law happened to us. Like the batteries died, the electricity went. Like literally, it's like this video did not want to be made.
Well, we will make it and be persistent. And yeah, so with failure, look at it as your friend. A friend that's gonna teach you and it's gonna give you the most constructive, most truthful feedback you'll ever receive. It will not lie to you, be shady in any type of way. It will always be honest to you. And failure is just a feedback mechanism, just telling you you're not there yet. You have to break through this wall, and then behind here there's the goodies waiting for you. Right here, lovely stuff waiting
That's
for
it.
you.
You just have to. Well, that's it.
So you just have to keep persistent. And another great plugin, just talking about failures, by Ryan Holiday. The ego is the obstacle is the way, and he's all got another great book, Ego is the Enemy. So all of these books talk about failures and how people were put their ego aside to go to the next level or break through the obstacle to go to the next level. So those are 2 great books that you can read if you're going through something really bad. The Bible's really good as well. You want to learn stuff about failures and how people overcome those failures.
You know, people around you, if they're willing to talk to you about their failures, then those are people to be treasured, because they will teach you what you can avoid. And there's 2 ways you learn in this world: from your mistakes and from others. And I personally prefer to learn from others because it's cheaper.
So much cheaper. It's like we ideally don't want to go through those failures. We want to learn from others by either them telling us the story or really reading their story.
Yeah.
So that's why it's great to read books. We're talking about books.
Yeah, the book of the week.
The book of the week.
Well, actually, did they read last week's book?
Did you read last week's book?
Yeah, did you? If so, please, may you please put your thoughts and how, if you finished the book, if you haven't been able to, how much have you done? If you have any questions.
Yeah. If you're finding it difficult to read the books, just let us know. The internship, or if you have any comments, let us know, and we'll try our best to help you guys overcome these obstacles that are standing in your way. So yeah, just comment below and we'll help each other.
I mean, to be fair, it's not much reading, it's more like listening to it. But
yeah, listen.
If you've had the time to just sit down and even on Sunday, I'm sure most of you just sitting at home watching EastEnders.
Like you said, it's not only EastEnders, Game of Thrones, Friends, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, whatever. But anyway, coming back to book of the week, is the Parable of the Pipeline. So another great book that this fine gentleman Jeremy here presented to me, and a great, tremendous book. It's gonna have such
an impact on you and how you see everything. Like, it will show you that from everything amazing starts from the most humblest of beginnings. Should you take the time to develop the habit, the world is your oyster.
The world is your oyster, and it's such a tiny book, and you don't even have to read the book. Here's what you go on YouTube, type it in, and then there's a great 10-minute clip, 10 minutes. You can even watch it whilst you're on the toilet doing this stuff. You know what I mean? 10-minute clip, basically great animation video, they break down the principles to you, and great audio, great visual. So
I mean, you don't even have to do that. You just follow the link in the description below.
We'll give it
and
to you.
Yeah, like you just have to click. Come on,
just click. That's all you need to do. and we just want that from this one click, we can help impact your life and you'll become the better version of yourself,
The best you.
so this is the aim of this channel. And guys, if you have any books that you want to recommend to us,
Yeah, that'll be quite useful.
that will be very, very useful.
Even as we're learning, we're trying to put information out so you may receive, but at the same time, please give us something as well.
Yes, please. Give us a feedback. Give us a feedback about our video, about the audio, about everything. And just we're trying to build a community of like-minded people. And comment below. Say, I've read this book. You should read this book. Maybe we should do something differently. Add people, share your stuff. So we're just trying to build and learn from each other. So this is what this is all about. And yeah. Failure is just an obstacle, and you just have to break through that, and it's just a test of saying it's just a feedback saying how bad you want it. You're not there yet. Keep on pushing. You can either look at it spiritually or you can look at it like logically. Whatever way you want to look at it, it's still an obstacle that you have to break through.
That's true. On that note, guys, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure indeed.
Until
Like,
next week,
comment, subscribe.
subscribe, guys. Until next week,
Peace.
out.
Take care.